Hello, Reformers, and welcome back to Enderal. Now, when we left off, we had just spoken to the mayor about his sick wife, and we are now speaking to Meldor Featherwall, and hopefully he will take us upstairs for us to witness the fit.
Ah, hello. You're the visitor Dugar told me about, right? The Outlander?
I am, yes. Are we ready?
Well, as ready as we can be. As Dugar probably told you, the seizures happen arbitrarily, but more often around this time. Come, follow me. While I do appreciate your endeavours, I'm a little sceptical as to what good it will do. Whatever is wrong with Matilda is not ordinary. But I suppose some chance is better than none, isn't it?
Yes, I agree. Some chance is better than none.
You have a visitor, Dugar.
Thank you, Meldor. And thank you for not changing your mind. It could happen any minute now. Just take a seat and wait. And I warn you, this is not going to be pleasant. Oh, Matilda.
No, please. No.
Oh, and here we go.
They are coming. They are coming back. No, 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 please don't. There's no other way.
Pentas.
So?
Well, I certainly heard something. I think it's a little bit too... yeah, I definitely heard something.
You mean you heard the voices? What are you? Some kind of medium?
Well, yeah, I don't know what I should say here. I've had these visions since recently. It sounds bizarre, I know, and I don't understand it myself. Does the name Pentas mean anything to you, or it's hard to explain? I think it's hard to explain would probably be best.
Pentas? I don't know, but...
That was the fisherman, don't you remember? The one who collaborated with the brigands and was killed when he tried to resist the arrest.
Ah, yes, of course. And his companion drowned herself afterwards. Poor thing. But I don't understand. What, by the righteous path, does that have to do with Matilda's sickness?
I don't know, but something tells me that we should follow this lead.
Something tells you this, I see. If the circumstances were any different, I would take you for a quack, trying to win my favor. But you seem honest, and I shouldn't leave anything untested. Meldor, where was that fisherman's house again?
I have a map.
Then give it to him.
Of course, brother.
If Pentas really has anything to do with this, you should take a look at his old house. It should be abandoned. And now excuse me, both of you. I need some time for myself.
Okay. This is awkward. I really should get up then, shouldn't I? Yes. I'm terribly sorry, Dugar. I will leave you to your machinations or whatever you want to do, your thoughts.
Here, this is the map. His house isn't far from the village, but you should be careful nonetheless. I don't need to tell you that the animals have grown savage recently. This red madness, or whatever they call it.
Well, yes, I'm interested in what exactly happened to this Pentas. Could you tell me more about it? Or, you said you're an arcanist? I think this one.
As I said, he was a traitor. He collaborated with the brigands on the Penny Road. He played innocent, but eventually the guards found out and tried to arrest him. Well, as it happened, he tried to play Lorem Waterblade and attacked them, which didn't go well for him. His wife couldn't cope with that, so she took her life. A tragic story, but it was his choice. That's life.
Oh, Wow, that's quite grisly, isn't it? Okay, so otherwise, we're just going to use our knowledge here. You said you're an Arcanist, right? So are you a part of the Holy Order?
This Holy Order? By the gods, you really do have Outlander written all over your face. But no, I am not. I have, as all the magically gifted have, passed the walk to the water, but I didn't qualify to become a keeper or a magister. And to be honest, I didn't want to either.
Ah, well, there we go with that, and discovering a little bit more about Meldor not wanting to become anything there, we are going to be selecting one additional mana point. So, you're neither a wild mage nor a keeper. What does that make you?
A free Arcanist, as are many others. But with all due respect, I think we should save the talk for later. Matilda's condition gets worse by the minute.
I agree. I was just wanting to know more about you. I'm terribly sorry. Okay, so yes, we're now going to head onward, and I've seen your comments. Yes, we did have a lot of talking in the previous episode, and some of the other episodes just were only talking, but there's a very good reason for that, and that is, of course, because this is a narrative-driven story mod, basically, and without the narrative, what is it? Well, I suppose it is a mod, and it's a very extensive mod, total conversion in actual fact. But the point is that it is weaving a very intricate tapestry of different stories, and I think that that is very valuable in itself. So, let's have a look here. How many memory points do I have? I actually have 2, so I think it would probably be a good idea to actually head on to our training stones. Yes, the standing stones that we can train at. And I'm still unsure whether we should decide to go for anything sneaky and become sort of an illusionist of sorts, but I think right now I'd very much like to go with... What is Arcane Rage again? Shock spells do more damage. No, I don't particularly want that. What is this? Hurls a conus of frost, which shortly freezes your enemies. Frozen enemies get a higher damage resistance, but there is a small chance of shattering them with a hit. Shock spells, blunt weapons, and power attacks increases the chance to shatter them, freezing the target for 3 seconds. That's actually pretty impressive, isn't it? I think that is pretty impressive. If you hit an enemy with a shock spell and their health is low, they are instantly disintegrated. If you hit an enemy with a frost or a fire spell and their health is low, said enemy flees if hit by a fire spell and is paralyzed if hit by a frost spell. That's pretty cool. Okay, so let's have a look here. I think I would like Elemental Frenzy. 15% more damage. How can you say no to that, really? And we could also go for Arctic Wind, which is the freezing spell. There we go. Okay. We are going heavily into the Elementarist. Oh, no. Okay, well, yes. Let's just see if that actually makes any difference. I don't know whether it will. If it... Well, it's obviously going to help us deal more damage, but that's it for the most part. So, yes. Not bad, I suppose. And being back in Riverville, I feel it is a good idea.
Who are you? I heard you talk. Your accent is so funny.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Yes, I don't particularly need your commentary on my accent. Thank you very much. Yes. Okay, so, yes, we are going to try and find that fellow's house, or technically the shrine, which is apparently down here. Someone was kind enough to let me know what that actually entailed and where it was. And apparently it's down here. So, yeah, it's around here somewhere. It's actually very, very close by to where I was. I think it's actually the shrine that I... Isn't that the shrine that I went to before and I found a spell there? Isn't it the shock spell? Because there's SILLAS right there. And I'm pretty sure it's not that one where the racist woman is. But it's going to be around here, isn't it? It's going to be around here. And where is the shrine? This is Marek's farm. There's the shrine. I'm pretty sure that's the shrine. If I could actually... Really? Are you preventing me from jumping? Okay, there we go. Phew. That was close. Okay, please. No. No dancing, please. No. Okay, so that's that. Okay, so this is the shrine. I'm pretty sure this is the shrine that they were talking about, and I was here beforehand. No? Well, there are some coins that I missed. There we go. Is this not the shrine? Surely it is. Oh, there seems to be something down there that has been disintegrated. Ectoplasm? I can't search it. Well, that's kind of a bit weird, isn't it? Okay, so, yeah, that is I'm pretty sure that that is the shrine, isn't it? I mean, let's just read our journal real quick. Okay, so let's have a look here. SILLAS showed me a casket which most likely washed up at the beach near Riverville. Instead of the anticipated treasure, there was only a note in it, which gravely disappointed him. Yes, there is some sort of poem on it, perhaps some sort of hint. Yeah, and that is exactly what you let me know in the comments. So I'm going to try and find it. I'm going to try and walk around a little bit, save some time for everyone, and then we will obviously get back to, well, getting down to things, isn't it? I mean, getting down to discovering what is actually going on there with the treasure and everything. Alright, so, yes, to cut a long story short, I couldn't find the so-called shrine, even though this was the one. Yes, this was the one that I had previously gone to and picked up a spellbook, and so I gave up. I basically gave up. I quit the game. I went away for a bit. I had some food, and then I came back, and I was just like, oh, I'm gonna find that shrine. And then I thought, okay, it's definitely this one. And then I just looked around, and there seems to be an old inscription here. At the beginning of the current, a big stone with a raised bleak tree in the west. A big stone with a raised bleak tree in the west. Find the next mysterious place. No! Oh, why? Why is it like that? Why is it mysterious places? I'm terrible at these. I am utterly atrocious. Okay, so what was the thing? Oh, no. See, that's what happens. Ah, there we go. At the beginning of the current, so basically, river, a big stone with a raised bleak tree in the west. So west is that way. So I'm going to go along the coast here, and we're going to see if I can actually find it, because this, in my opinion, is very difficult. Oh, hello. I'm going to take some lichen, thank you. Or lichen. Yes, lichen. Anyway, let's go. Ah, there's the bleak tree. That is the bleak tree that they're talking about. I'm pretty sure. Isn't it? Isn't that the bleak tree? I mean, look at it. It's the only tree without any leaves on it. And I think it is... Is it close to the river? I somehow don't think it's close to the river, is it? Not really. We still have the... wait, no. We did train, didn't we? Yes, we did train. So we are now a lot more powerful. I did actually run around a little bit. I killed some highwaymen. They were very, very easy now because of our additional levels. They basically died in 2 bursts of flame attacks. So we're pretty powerful now, which I quite like. And is this the bleak tree? Hello there? Is there anything around here? Oh, if it's not, I'm going to be disappointed because I thought to myself, oh, that must be it. And no. There is some mana fungi here, which I suppose is good and reasonable to assume that we are going to use it at some point, but apparently this is not it. Ah, there is a secret area over here. Well, technically not secret, but we're going to take a look and actually see if this is anything of note. Well, this is definitely not at the start of the current, is it? It's definitely not at the start of the current, but there are things here. Ah, strongbox? Oh, hello. 100 coins. Oh, very nice. And there we go. We did find it. So that was actually it. Oh, wow. Okay, I was thinking to myself, I'm never going to find this quest. And I'm never going to be able to finish it at any point. And there is an apprentice book of handicraft and cold night, which is a 2-handed sword? Question mark? I think it's probably a 2-handed sword. That's pretty nice. That is pretty nice. So let's take a look at the weapon. Cold night. It does 5 points of frost damage to health and stamina, and it also does 11 damage total. And that is a great sword, so it is a 2-handed. That is actually very impressive indeed. Okay, so there's also a note. A note to the finder. Dear Finder, if you read this, it means that you have found my legacy. Whoever you are, take it and use it for a meaningful purpose. I emphasize it again. Meaningful. For no value in the world, I will leave my hard-earned money to my daughter and her idiotic scheming. And that is from B. Leclerc. B. Leclerc. Okay, well, there we go. So, apparently, he wanted it to go to something that was actually meaningful. Okay, that's great. That's very nice, because we are certainly meaningful, aren't we? Yes. I just ran around searching for this for many, many days. Okay, so wait. That heals me instantly. I don't particularly need that. There was the highwayman, by the way. This is where the highwaymen were. I went around here trying to find the shrine, but I suppose it's okay, because I did gain a little bit of extra experience and everything. So, let's go back to SILLAS, who I assume is probably not even going to be there anymore, because it is turning to night. So, if he's still there, then I'm going to have a word with his parents, because he needs to go to bed. He's a very young man. So, let's have a look. Wait a minute. Where is he? He is still here. He is actually still here. Thank you for the quest objective marker as well, because I was a little bit worried that I wouldn't have one. And, oh, is he now doing a dance? Do a little dance. Yeah, he is doing that. Okay. You were right. There was a treasure at the end of all these clues and a lot of coin.
What? Really? That's awesome! How much was it? I get one half, you get the other.
Okay. Oh, I actually have a choice here. That's pretty cool. Okay, so give SILLAS half of the money. It was a lot here. That should be about half of it. Give SILLAS a third. Or, sorry, kid, but I'm afraid I need the money for myself. Next time, maybe. I actually would have given him all of it in this case, but apparently half is the only option I have, so half it will be.
Oh, wow. This is so much. Man, you are awesome. Do you know that? Thanks a bunch. I really hope this is enough for the pointy beard man. Come by any time if you want to talk, okay? You're a good person, and Mommy always says there are too few.
Ah, well, thank you. Thank you very much for that. Oh, thank you for the experience. I actually very much appreciate that, more than the coins, I would say. And there we go. We actually completed the mysterious riddle thing. Ah, that was difficult. Well, not particularly, but still. Okay, so we do still need to talk to Jesper about those things. We need to read all the volumes of that, and we also need to gather knowledge. But the other thing is the voice from the water. Search for hints near Penta's house. Near Penta's house. So, where is... Oh, that's all the way over here, is it? Yes, it's all the way down there. Aha. Okay, well, I would say I'm going to travel there off-screen because it is getting nighttime and I don't think you're actually going to be able to see very well. So, instead of doing that, we're going to read Yarrow's diary a little bit because, oh my. Oh, wow. Okay, so... we're going to read the first letter of Yarrow's diary, and then we'll read the second one at a later point. So, the first letter reads, My name is Yarrow Sunwind, and this is my first life letter. Last night, Sira and I had a lengthy talk about our plans for the future. At one point, Sira noticed that a lot of visionaries tend to become cynical, the reason being they lose sight of their goals. These documentations shall record my aspirations. In moments of weakness, I want to read these, to remind myself of what is dear to me. Well, this is the first one. Just yesterday, the Keeper of the Order from Ark visited the village, and if that weren't enough, he also detected some magic inside of me. Is that even possible? Me, an Arcanist? It's difficult to express my feelings with words. I feel like all my hard work is finally paying off. Interestingly, this arouses a peculiar, somewhat morbid thought. Maybe it is, in some sad way, even good, that my mother passed away. Why? Because it opened my eyes. Now I don't feel anything other than a lack of understanding, and yes, even anger, towards the simpletons of the village, both the children and adults. Day after day, it is always the same. They get up, work, and let themselves be amused by the bards in the evening. Can't they see what's happening with the world? Everything they pass on, should it really just be a brief inscription on a stone? Sira is different. She understands me. She shares my dream. And if Master Igraz accepts her as an apprentice, we could continue to be as close in the novitiate as we are right now. And there we go. And then there's another letter. There is a second letter, which we are going to be reading in the next couple of episodes. So I thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time.